Hey people, what's up? It's Jameel, and I want to talk a little bit more about beating gang stalking. Now, for me, beating gang stalking is becoming as successful as you can be. For a lot of people, beating gang stalking is just like living day to day, and in their mind, they're just surviving. You see videos of people like hiding out in the woods talking about how they beat gang stalking, or videos of people under like fake names or anonymous names who never leave their house and never talk to anybody in public and walk around in fear all the time, and they say that they beat gang stalking. Beating gang stalking is not only doing what an average person does who isn't being gang stalked, but it's being phenomenal in every single aspect of your life. Now, for me, the successful way of beating gang stalking is doing interviews with human rights groups, which I've already accomplished. It's talking to people on a day-to-day basis and helping them grind through the program, which I've already accomplished. Now it's making a career out of your life. I'm setting up courses that's going to benefit the whole world. I don't entertain people. I save lives. I help people. People who are suicidal, who think nobody's there for them. They just need somebody to talk to. That's what I'm there for. My goal is to take this to the United Nations, get that Nobel Peace Prize, go above and beyond. Every day we just stretch it and go a little bit further and a little bit further. I like to call my scenario now the Players Club, because I've had every single instance of gang stalking you can imagine. Anything else somebody's gone through, I've gone through it. And I didn't even come into the program from an average standpoint. A lot of people have the advantage over me because they're coming in from the normal world with their job, with the college, with all that stuff. I came from the conspiracy world. I'm a veteran conspiracy theorist. I spent many, many, many years doing conspiracy research. In the last few years, I did a lot of interviews. I attracted the attention of the most powerful people in the world, the secret societies, the fraternal orders. Basically, what happened was I opened up a can of worms that they just did not want out to the public. I was put in a situation in Hollywood, California, where I was set up to be killed. I beat that. I beat a life-death situation. Then I got put into the gang stalking program. I beat that. Now I'm teaching other people how to beat it. So for $50 a week, I will help you grind through it no matter what. There is no room for fear. There is no room for disconnection. I walk up to the gang stalkers, tell them my name, Jameel Rawls. Tell them I'm famous, Google me. They say, why are you famous? Did a bunch of interviews in Hollywood, attracted the attention of the most powerful people in the world, yada, yada, yada. I just keep going through it. Oftentimes I'll tell them, yeah, I'm the only person who will ever beat gang stalking. You know what? From what I can see, no one else is out there saying they beat gang stalking. Everybody's who does say it is like hiding behind fake names and stuff. No one's out in the front lines. My method is concrete. My method is real. We approach people. We hang out with the police. We talk to the police. We go above and beyond. You know, if we see the gang stalkers at the mall, even if they're not gang stalkers, we talk to them. Like the girls, we kiss their hand. We try to interact with them. We get their phone number. The cars, we just wave at them. The cars in daytime, sometimes they use cars against me with headlights. If I'm out on the street, I wave at them. I talk to them. I'm friendly with them. If they're not friendly back with me, I'm still friendly to them. I mean, I interact 110%. Where I'm going in my life, I have to be like that. I have to talk to every single person around me. That's what a champion does. That's what an extremely successful person does. You know, I'm positioning myself up there with the leaders of the world, and this is something that every single country around the world can benefit from. So if you're in a foreign country, or you're a part of another human rights group, or you just want to know, what is gang stalking? Let me talk to Jameel Rawls, because I know Jameel Rawls knows about it, because he's out there helping other people beat it. See what I'm talking about? We're trying to take this to Beverly Hills, help the celebrities out in Hollywood who think nobody will listen to them, and that nobody thinks is real. We're trying to do everything we can. Now, going back to what I was saying about the Players Club, the best level I'm at is the Players Club. The gang stalking program knows I love women with fat asses, or nice asses at the least, right? All I do is lift weights and hang out and look at sexy females all day. That's all I do. Today, they had an attractive female walking her dog. They positioned her so she would be a ways back from me when I hit the corner. I still got to see that ass though, and it was so funny because yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, maybe it was the day before yesterday, she was walking into the neighborhood, and she was walking by, and I saw her, and she looked so nervous, and I knew she was working for the program. I said, you don't have to be scared. And then as soon as she heard that, she like lightened up a little bit. You know what I mean? She's like, oh, in her mind, she's thinking she's doing something wrong. I'm like, you don't gotta be scared. You're not doing anything wrong. And so I go out, I say, hey, how you doing? I'm in the backyard. I walk up to the middle of the yard. I say, hey, how you doing? She's polite. She walks by. You know, I let her know, you know, that I already beat the program. We're at the best level. The Players Club. There's nothing but players coming up out of here. Matter of fact, when I was walking back today, after I saw her, I was walking down. Saw a guy I didn't see in a long time. He was out on his deck. He had a deep blue silk-looking shirt on, a real nice shirt. He just hanging out. He had a little goatee and stuff on his chin. You know, he's out there looking like a player himself with his wife. And it was kind of the thing. He's like, man, you're walking around here looking at everybody else's wife. He's like, what do you think about my wife? Type of thing. And I'm like, you know, she's adorable. What else would I think? You know, she's all tiny and adorable and stuff. And I'm just like, you know, this is the best level. Everybody recognizes success when they see it, and we're just grinding it out no matter what. And so, if you want to be the best basketball player in the world, if you want to be the best skateboarder in the world, if you want to be the next congressman, if you want to go above and beyond and become an astronaut, and you're being gang stalked, the gang stalking program will only help you 110% to achieve that even better. You can do better work if you're being gang stalked. That's my message. If you want to be a professional football player, the gang stalking program will turn you into a 10 times more professional football player than somebody who is not being gang stalked. And so just get with me, $50 a week. We will go through your situation, see what you're going through, and we will break it down step by step by step. And I will always be there with the telephone. Where's my phone? I always keep it close to me. Damn it. It's over there on the bed right there. But you call me, you email me, you know, use PayPal, check money order, or whatever. You'll get my number. We'll sit there and we'll talk for hours and hours. I already got so many people calling me and talking to me. It's hard for me to keep track on newcomers. So what I'm doing is I'm setting down courses. So I'm bound by obligation. That way, if you call me, I know, hey man, this guy or this woman gave me $50 for a week. I gotta talk to him. And then we'll step it up. The following week, we'll step it up a bit more. And we'll just keep that ball rolling. I'm staying at my mother's house, no car. This is the best thing that happened to me because I was forced to wake up and walk. I used to get up at 3 in the morning and walk 15, 20 miles to a neighboring town, city, Grand Haven, Michigan. I used to go on the beach, hang out, walk around, collect my thoughts. And I began interacting with the gang stalkers, talking to them, waving at them. And that built me up to the level of success I'm going towards now. And so, you know, when you wake up at 3 a.m., that's proving I'm ready to beat the program. I was up at 3 a.m. They had very few people up at that time for me. You know, the majority of their people were asleep. I was waking up before the program even started. You know, that's how cold we were. That's how hardcore we were to beat the program. And so that's what I want you to do. So I want you to have that mentality that you're going to be able to do it successfully. Keep that grind going. If you feel like there's nothing left and you're being gang stalked, you're going to lose your job, you may lose your family, you're going to lose everything and nobody believes you, that's when it's showtime. When the chips are down the lowest, that's when it's showtime. And that's what happened to me. The gang stalking was up as high as it was, and I was at an all-time low. This was back during the winter time, and that's when it was showtime. That's when I said, you know what, no matter what, I'm Jameel Rawls. There's only one Jameel Rawls in the whole universe. We're going to beat this no matter what. And that's what I love about gang stalking. I feel I have more protection than anybody else. Not only do I have the gang stalking program, which in my situation is extremely low level, I have the most powerful people in the world. I have the fraternal orders and the secret societies all watching me. Now I got the human rights groups. Now I got leaders in foreign countries listening to what I'm saying. I'm up at the top. I'm ready to take that next step. See what I mean? And so people can be replaced. The gang stalkers who gang stalk me, the program can replace them. Jameel Rawls can't be replaced. So that's why I want you to think of yourself. You can't be replaced. The program replaces people. It's nothing. But you can't be replaced. So find out that power that you have within you. Recognize when you go out in the world, everything changes. If I go to a city, everything changes. The way the police change, everything that goes on, the medical, they use ambulances to gang stalk you, you know, the police, whatever they use, however they use it, helicopters, you change everything around you. And that's the power that you have within you when you're being gang stalked, and that's why I want to help you access that power within you. A lot of people just sit there and talk about how bad it is and how much power the gang stalking people have. That's a joke. I already came from the level dealing with the most powerful people in the world. The gang stalking program ain't got nothing over you. You're the power that keeps the gang stalking program going. And so I'm going to help you access your own power. Jameel Rawls versus gang stalking at Gmail. Contact me right now. $50 a week. That's all it is. $50 a week. We'll keep it moving. All right.